So, why don't we start out with the foot? How's your foot feeling?
Thank you. It's good again. After being a monkey for some time, it works well again. As you know, the Achilles tendon, I had a rupture, complete surgery on my left Achilles, and I'm told that's the difference between us and the monkeys. But now I'm two-legged again.
Badminton, right?
Let's not go there. But I mean, yes, it was obviously one of the toughest sports in the world.
Very dangerous. So you've had some time now to get acquainted with the new car. How does it differ to last year's R15?
In all respect of last year's car, remember it won first time out at Sebring. Obviously a different racetrack compared to Le Mans. We all know about that. Le Mans we had quite a challenging race. We had rain in the qualifying, and then we had this overheating problem in the race, which means that we couldn't show our true potential. But let's say from the true potential of the car last year, we have even improved the car further on. There was some regulation changes on the front, or forced regulation changes. We have a smaller restrictor on the engine side, so everyone have been working very hard. Engine people have got very good and drivable and more power, better deliverance to the ground with the ASR control, traction control, and on the damping, the whole suspension is reworked and optimized along with the aerodynamics. So we have gained higher top speed and not really losing anything in braking. And through the corner, we are having a car which has, let's say, it is a narrow window of performance with cars of today, but with our open car concept, it responds very well, and we just want to get it in that window this weekend here at Le Mans. So, in short, it's improved and it's better, and the driver we can push it more when we have it in that window. The lights are improved, so for the night we have better vision as well.
Can you go into that a bit? I saw your piece on the lights. How much of a difference? I mean, how much of a difference do they make to you at blowing down Mulsanne or in some of the corners?
Basically, we used to have for years with R8 we have two. We have sort of a low beam and a high beam, and let's say the low beam, what we call it, is the one giving you apex light. It's the one which is just when the car is going through the corner, giving you the idea to watching the ideal line, the apex if you want, and then we have the high beam down the straights. Now we have 3 lights aside, so 6 in total, trying to spread it more for the apex, because it's the apex lights which we really need. When you don't go down the straight, 340 or whatever, you don't see, let's say, so well, but you see very well enough that you have to do. But for the cornering, we have now better light and better focus for that.
Is there any difference in lighting performance if it's raining at night?
Yeah, but I mean, there it can sometimes bite you a little bit as well, because you can have the better light can sometimes, because of what you call it, the water, the spray, the spray as well, but also the shiny
on the road.
On the road. So light in the rain is always makes it more critical, and rain at night in Le Mans is the biggest challenge you can have, and sometimes it happens, and when you look at the weather forecast, it could happen again in 2010.
You guys ran at Spa, and as I understand, you ran with your Le Mans spec, and though that made some corners difficult, I hear. Do you feel much more prepared this year than last year? With last year also a new car, but
yes, you do, because the car has done a Le Mans. Last year we came here, we had wet practice, we had no pre-test, and straight in Le Mans it was much more unknown. Now we are much better sorted this year. There's no doubt. With the regulation change, obviously we don't have a lot of chances to put a lot more downforce. So, but still, we didn't want to compromise our Le Mans effort. That's why put those two together and ran like with the car which we want to optimize for this track here.
Of course, there's no pre-test again this year. Does the extra session, though, that we gain help at all? I mean, it's a fairly short session. It's no pre-test.
Yeah, but that, of course it will gain, but it won't gain like last year. It was wet, and if you see the forecast for tomorrow, it's wet again. So it doesn't help us. I think it helps Peugeot more than it helps us, but still, fingers crossed, and hopefully the water will turn away at 8 o'clock. So at least we can get some hours in the dry, because that's very important. We get on the first day to make sure in what configuration or setup we will decide to run on the Thursday, meaning what we want to race with.
It seems like in the past, if you don't get that time tomorrow, Audi has shown itself to be perfectly willing to sacrifice the qualifying session to test.
Yeah, this is but this we always do. I don't even talk about qualifying. We call it practice, preparation.
Yeah. Well, but if you can get a clean run with not too much traffic and not too much weather.
Oh yeah, sure, but we don't wait for it, we don't seek it, we take it if it's there, of course, and we try obviously to get a few runs as well, but it's not a focus, it is a benefit, it is an extra, so of course we will do a few runs with low fuel, but normally we do it just on race time.
But Audi confirmed that they're doing the Le Mans Intercontinental Cup this year, so Petit Le Mans as well. How is this for you as a driver? It seems like a series that spans many series. I mean, is this something you think you'd like to see more of, or a larger Intercontinental Cup?
Look, for me, 24 Hours of Le Mans is the best race in the world. It's a race which has developed a lot of car manufacturers into what you can say legends in the road. And Audi is about, hopefully, to equalize, if not this year, then another year, Ferrari of all-time best at Le Mans. Le Mans is a race which all the spectators want to be at, see live. Of course, on TV it's good as well, but as it gives, fantastic overtaking. It's spectacular. You go to a corner and you see overtaking left, right, left. And to other kind of sports, which today is in motorsport, where you have this a little bit less, then I know it's 4 classes, but it's 4 classes driving on merit, trying to achieve a dream result at Le Mans. And there's so many, if you have a good result in Le Mans, there's so many who benefits from that. The mechanics, the team, spectators, everyone. It's really something, it means that you want to expand that. And to having a global championship of the Le Mans series, I think that's worth waiting for. A world championship for sports cars, and I think that will hopefully get even more manufacturers to come and join the likes of Aston Martin, Peugeot, and Audi. I mean, there's no doubt that Toyota have to look at something on the global in the future, and I will be the first to welcome them back in sports cars, where they have been very competitive in the past, but for me they still need to come back and fight for that, and that is a 24 hours win at Le Mans. Problems. I think that means I have to go to the next entry. But Fourtitude, pleasure.
Thank you.